and welcome to Aiden and Cooper's Movie Castle. My name is Aiden.
I'm Cooper.
And today we have a special episode. What is it, Cooper?
This is the first episode of our magnum opus, the Gen Z Film Canon. This is our first of maybe 3 parts, maybe more, but the focus is childhood movies this time. That's what we're focusing on.
We are both fascinated by the idea of what is being canonized while we are existing on this planet. While we've been alive, what has become the canon of movies for our generation? What is started?
What is important and what is not?
What is important, what is not? And so we a couple weeks ago we got together, put our heads together, and we worked down from a list of how many would you say?
Probably close to 100 and 120 movies.
And then we moved them down to how many, Koopy?
40.
And then now we're gonna do what, Cooper?
We're gonna list them off to you and tell you why they're here. So let me give a little bit of context for this list that we've put together. Gen Z is defined as 1997 to 2012. That's a 15-year period. So to me, if you're 97 to 99, you're a millennial.
Copy.
Suck my dick.
Suck his penis, folks.
If you're 2000 to 2001, you're old Gen Z. You're an old head. If you're 2002 to 2006, that's considered prime Gen Z, which is the category that you and I both fall in.
Yeah, we're awesome.
If you are 2007 to 2009, you are young Gen Z. Good for you. Enjoy graduating high school. And then if you are 2010 to 2012, I'm sorry, you're Gen A.
Copy. What's your favorite of those, man? What's the
What do you think I relate to out of these 5 categories?
What's the best, objective best of those subgenres?
Maybe old Gen Z.
Okay.
2000 to 2001 heads.
Yeah, why is that?
Actually, no, because they bitch and moan about having to graduate during COVID. Some of them, to the 2001 kids. But I love 1997 to 1999. Yeah. I would love to say I was alive for those.
That would be
I'm not.
99. Yeah, but those ones you have to be like prime in your prime.
I gotta be 18.
Yeah. That would have been awesome, man. We would have had a better life probably. Okay, so I think let's talk about how we're gonna go through this. I think we should go. We could switch off of who's like saying the movies and give them like a debrief at first, and then we'll talk about them for a little bit. Yeah. And then we'll move on to the next one.
Okay. Well,
and so this is ordered in no particular order except for it's just release date.
Release date. So
we try to pick at least. Sorry, you go.
We focused this exercise from the years of 2000 to 2015. So there are lots of movies from the 90s that are probably considered in the canon that are not on this list. Yeah. I will list those off real quick.
All right, do it. Give me a high five. Give me a dap up right now. Let's get hyped. Let's do it, fucker.
Home Alone, Edward Scissorhands, TMNT, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Home Alone 2, Nightmare Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus, Lion King, Toy Story, A Goofy Movie, Pocahontas, Space Jam, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Matilda, Hercules, Flubber, Good Burger, Air Bud, George of the Jungle, Mulan, Parent Trap, A Bug's Life, Prince of Egypt, Ants, Halloween Town, Babe, Rugrats, the movie, Toy Story 2, The Iron Giant, Tarzan, and Stuart Little.
So this is your VHS collection right here. So that's what that is.
So anybody who hits me up after this and says, "Why wasn't The Lion King here?" Well, there it was.
There it was.
Those are movies we share with millennials. To me. Yeah, I will probably list them off at the end of the episode that are for younger people, 2016 to 2023 roughly. But yeah.
The difference between the VHS and the DVDs, these are DVD movies with the exception of maybe like the first couple, the first maybe 5 or 6. And I think that's a big distinction. And I don't know, I think this is a fascinating list. We have chosen like one per franchise. We try to represent a bunch of different types of movies, and we want to have at least one per year was the big thing that my friend Cooper has said.
Yes, one per year.
Let's start off. Do you want me to start off, or do you want me to start off?
Well, let me quickly say that these are all pretty mainstream movies. I don't think we have anything too obscure. I might release the full list on Letterboxd, the whole long list that we had, if you are interested, but...
Right. Well, I think we just wanted to make a consensus thing.
A consensus thing.
Which is very difficult to do because we don't want to just do the most popular movies. We want to get a consensus, but in different directions as well. Because it is. Yeah. We'll talk it out as it goes. Yeah. I think.
Okay. So the first movie we have is from the year 2000, and it's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, starring Jim Carrey. This is the only movie on the list that Aiden hasn't seen. Maybe.
No, there's another one.
Aiden hasn't seen this movie, so I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah.
balls to the walls, insane performance from Jim Carrey. That's what I gotta say. I think it might be the only Christmas movie on this list.
No, we got it. Do we not have?
No, we do have another.
We
Christmas
do.
movie.
I insisted on the other one.
Okay, so yes, this is this is
Ron Howard.
It's a Ron Howard movie. I think it's kind of a quintessential Christmas movie for a lot of people our age.
It is, well, I think it was the #1 movie of that year.
I believe so. Yeah, it's a little uncanny, kind of scary, scary movie. But I think very formative for a lot of us.
Baby Grinch.
Yeah.
I've seen this in the background places. Never sat down and watched it.
Yeah, I don't really have a ton to say about it. I know I watched it a lot as a kid, but it's not one that I've put on every Christmas. I can't say I do that. So.
Yeah.
But it is on here. There you go.
All right. Next one is Shrek.
We're in 2001 now. 2001.
Yeah, I'll say the. Yeah, you're right. We'll say the name of the.
Yeah, there's one defining incident in 2001, and it's called the release of Shrek.
Yeah, we've got four 2001 movies.
Yes.
It was an important year. I think all 4 of these deserve to stay. 2 of them were nominated for animated feature, the first animated feature ever. Shrek is this big kind of urtext of all of our comedy. We don't have SpongeBob movie on here because we kind of grouped that in with the show.
It was on the long list.
It was on the long list. It was one of the few. It was there for a while, but Shrek is what meme culture is, as well as it's the thing that kind of lit a fire under Disney's ass and kind of got Disney where they are today, of like the reactionary kind of Disney films that they're making today of we don't want to play into the cliches as much.
Yeah.
And I think this is how a lot of our movies feel, the celebrity casting of it all, as well as just like the attitude, the cynicism and stuff like that. This is a very important movie for us.
I actually think this is the most important movie on this list.
Of the whole list?
I think so.
I think that could as we go through it, I might offer up some competition, but I wouldn't think you're stupid for saying
I just think this is meme culture. I think was a big play into what made this list and what didn't. And I think obviously this is one of the defining memes.
Yeah, because memes are a reflection of the psyche of the people.
Yeah.
And so I think it makes a lot of sense why Shrek is on here.
And this one has always stayed like relevant. Like How the Grinch Stole Christmas is obviously still a popular movie, but it's not referenced in the way that Shrek is.
Yeah.
And there's few other movies on this list to me that have the sort of staying power that this one has.
Yeah, I would agree. It's very indicative of a lot of movies to come, as well as it on itself, even if it didn't have any impact on anything ever, it is still like it is one of our movies. It is a quintessential Gen Z. You're right. It's the definition of this canon. Now your turn.
All right, we got our first Pixar movie of the list. We got quite a few of them, but it's Monsters Inc. Starring John Goodman and Billy Crystal.
This is kind of the opposite side of the coin of the celebrity casting.
A little bit, yeah.
Pixar's always kind of used it artfully, where they pick like smaller names or weird comedians or stars of sitcoms or things like that. They use comedic personas to their advantage instead of like slapping a bunch of celebrities on it. They're different kinds of castings, but it's interesting. I think Monsters Inc. is just it's one that doesn't have I can't really extrapolate a lot of what we are as a people from this, but it is just an important movie for a lot of people, including me.
Yes, yeah. I just think very early on, some of my earliest memories are with this movie and this VHS tape.
Yeah, and I think we have like we said, we have a bunch of Pixar movies on here, and I think that the streak that they had of like the first 10 movies is one of the most important things like in movies in the last couple of decades, and is the most important thing foundationally for me. So I think including as many as we can is maybe not good list making, but it is. I would feel weird not having them on here.
I would too.
Next up is one I fought for.
Yeah.
Spy Kids.
Yeah.
This is also 2001. It's Robert Rodriguez's. It's the first one in his series of kids films, because he's gone back and forth between making his super stylized, horny adult movies and the super stylized kids movies.
Right.
And both of them are important to the 2000s, and I think the kids movies are more important to the 2000s. I think they reached a wider audience than even Sin City did. And so Spy Kids, Shark Boy, and Lava Girl, the entire Spy Kids franchise, they're all represented here.
Yes.
And Roots, remember, not Roots. You remember Roger Rodriguez? What's it called? What's the Shorts? Shorts. There's a lot of movies like this, and this kind of hyperactive CGI absurd kind of thing that they got going on, like from the kids' imagination, I think is very important to this generation. And I think Spy Kids is a movie that made a lot of money at the time and had a staying power and inspired franchises and a style. Like, I don't know where Disney Channel movies are without this.
This isn't like a personal favorite of mine, but it does represent a type of movie that was very popular at this time.
Yeah, man. And it's got a lot of great performances in it. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, we were talking about Machete last week.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
This guy, I find him fascinating. All right, your turn.
All right, so next one is one of the probably biggest IPs. This is definitely shared with
we got a couple, but yeah.
But yeah, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. That's how I have it in my document here. I believe it's stone, though.
No, I know. I don't think so. I think it's scone.
You might be right. I haven't read the book.
You're not joking? Yeah, it is stone. It's a fucking stone that he has. He doesn't have a scone. Yeah, I know you wrote it down. You can't just show it to me and make it. I know for a fact it's stone, because why would they have a scone?
They're hungry.
Uh-huh.
This is the first movie in the franchise, and the first time that Harry Potter goes in the girls' bathroom a few times.
He does.
He does that a lot. But
he loves to do it.
Do you have a big relationship with this franchise?
Yes, I do.
You do?
My mom loved it, and my aunt, she was the same age as Harry Potter, so she grew up with it. And then my mom read it to her and passed it on to me. And so yeah, I've done a fair few marathons. My mom will every once in a while just be like in a mood where she's just like, it's the time of the year to watch them all. Mm-hmm. And it's been a big part of my childhood. Right. Yeah, don't love the franchise, love the politics behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's actually the movie's staying power, really. Just that's why it's on this list, is not because the movie's influence or it being people's gateway into sort of fantasy, but it's politics.
Yeah.
And J.K. Rowling's politics.
Mm-hmm. But I do think that Harry Potter is the second most impressive franchise of the 2000s and the 2010s.
Yeah.
Besides the MCU, it's so impressive that they were able to make these at a consistent rate with the same cast, with one exception, and finish it and never really lose its staying power. And also, they never wavered in their confidence of the franchise, because the first one was huge, the second one was pretty big. It went diminishing returns for a while.
Yeah.
They kept going, and they evolved the franchise as they went along to something more adult, which I think is. I mean, it got more samey as it went along, just by nature. But the fact that they were able to make that transition between the Christopher Columbus movie to a Cuarón movie to the more like young adult kind of vibes of the remaining of it, and have it be somewhat consistent is really, really, really impressive.
Yeah.
So Lilo and Stitch is one of a couple of films made by Chris Sanders. That there's 2 films of his on this list, but it is something that has spoken to a lot of fucking weird kids for a long time, including me. I think Lilo is one of the great characters, especially in kids' movies. And I think this is a movie made kind of by the B team of Disney, and was promoted like a little stinker movie, and that's been its reputation for a long, long time, is just being a little stinker movie about a little stinker. But this is always one of my favorite lines when I was a kid or a preteen or a teen, was just to say Lilo and Stitch is overrated. I mean, underrated, despite Stitch's presence everywhere. People really don't talk about the Lilo side of it that much. And there are very few kids movies that have this kind of representation of not only like a different culture. It's not really interested in the different culture as much. It's not commodifying it like so many other Disney movies are. It feels kind of genuine. There's not a lot of kids movies that look like this, and there's not a lot of kids movies that have this kind of body type, as well as representation in like types of kids. I think this movie, or different kinds of families, I think this movie made a lot of people feel okay, and I just think it's one of the more artistically sound like kind of movies on this list. I love this movie a lot.
How about that remake? It just made $1 billion.
It sure did, yeah, and that is the evolution of the little stinker thing, and they de-emphasized the Lilo parts of it, I think, and made her a lot less weird, and took a lot of what's special about it away, and made it more of what the marketing of Lilo and Stitch has become.
No more quirked up Hawaiian girl.
Yeah, I was the quirked up Hawaiian girl in my head, in my heart. Your turn.
We got Ice Age, This is a Blue Sky movie, I believe.
Scrat's in this? Yeah.
What was that?
Scrat's in this?
Yeah. He's still looking for that nut.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know anybody that's been looking for the nut for that long. Not even most frat boys I know have been looking for the nut for that long.
Scrat's a real one, man.
Yeah, you got Sid the Sloth.
What's your relationship to Ice Age franchise?
Barely any, honestly. I don't really have much to say about it.
Oh, gotcha.
I should preface by saying that we only have one per franchise.
Right.
The only time we thought about deviating was Shrek 1 and Shrek 2, but we just decided to keep Shrek 1.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And for Harry Potter, we're thinking about splitting between lists.
Yes.
Because of how separate the franchise gets.
Yeah. So this is the only Ice Age on here. It's for me, it's a fine movie. I don't really have a ton to say about it.
It's whatever. I mean, if I'm having this weird tangent about casting, it is more in the Pixar line of like Ray Romano is your fucking mammoth.
Yeah.
I think the first one has the most artistic merit out of any Blue Sky movie outside of fucking Epic. Like Epic is the only time where they actually seem to like try something like fully original, except for Nimona, which was at the very, very tail end of Blue Sky.
Yeah.
I think Blue Sky is good to be represented here. We don't have robots on here, unfortunately for Koopy. We felt like Ice Age was a little bit more prominent.
It is.
And so this is our representation of Blue Sky as a whole, which is kind of a weird defunct franchise.
Yeah, this one has some meme energy to it too.
Yeah, it does.
So the meme scale is like maybe a 7 on this one.
Sid is Bay. I think a lot of people would say Sid is Bay, from our generation.
Well, then there's that Ice Age Baby thing from.
Oh yeah, of course, Ice Age Baby, and Scrat is exactly. Your turn, buddy. Wait, my turn?
Yeah, it's your
turn. All right, Spider-Man. I felt weird saying because this is your kind of movie. You talk Spider-Man.
This is the probably most adult movie we have on this list.
Yeah, we got like one or two. We got 2 PG-13 action movies on here.
Yeah, and so this to me, I think, is most people's introduction to superhero movies, which is the most critical thing for our generation, more than likely.
Yeah.
With movies. And so this has to be on the list. It has to be.
I feel like X-Men was before this, but I feel like kids thought X-Men was kind of a little bit more boring. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
This is Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is... Yeah, you're right. Spider-Man is the fucking PJ characters. You know, Spider-Man was a big... When I was able to watch Spider-Man, that was a big moment. And it was awesome. And it has the right amount of, like, darkness. But it also... Sam Raimi really just knows what to do with, like, making it feel like for kids also. Like,
yeah.
It doesn't ever feel steeped in its own self-seriousness. It's operatic, but it's also silly, and it looks amazing. Like it's the kind of 2000s populist filmmaking that I think is like at its peak there.
Exactly. Yeah.
It doesn't look bad. I don't think it looks amazing for what it is, and that's what the best of 2000s looks like, is that kind of a thing.
Yeah, and again, the memes, dude, they keep coming. This was the year I was born, 2002. So our 2002 movies were Lilo and Stitch, Ice Age, and Spider-Man. Do you know what the number 1 movie was when you were born?
03? I do. We're going to get to it.
All right. Mine was Two Towers.
Nice, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doubting myself, but I think I know what it is. So your turn next, buddy.
Next I have Finding Nemo. This is the next Pixar movie on our list. This is in
the beginning of the Aiden year.
Yes.
03.
Yes. This is, I think, a movie that parents really like.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Uh-huh.
You got fishes. I don't have a ton to say about this one, honestly. I don't have a ton to say about a lot of these movies. I didn't grow up with a lot of them.
Well, Pixar there's like a number line of Pixar, right? It goes to like which ones are more enjoyed by parents, which ones are more enjoyed by kids, and they're always in the middle somewhere. They're never ever like skewed one direction, except for Cars. Cars, I think, is the one that skews the most to kids, even though that's a weird fucking movie that should be boring to kids. It's just somehow it's cracked to kids. The Nemo is a little skewing towards parents, and feels like a kind of an adult movie in a lot of ways. Like in way of like, this feels like a riff on buddy comedies of like the 70s and 80s almost. I think it's a beautiful movie. I think it's just like a really, like, all of these Pixar movies are the most complete movies of them all, just because they just have something really special going there with their brain trusts and all that shit, and that atmosphere of looming sexual harassment from Lotso Huggin' Bear himself.
Lotso the Bear?
What's his fucking name? That's whatever. The main Disney man, the main Pixar man that I dressed up as for Halloween one year when I was a kid. I don't know. All right, my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Elf. This is our second of 3 Christmas movies here, but Christmas movies are very important, so we felt like we could stack the books there a little bit because Christmas movies are for a lot of people what nostalgia is, and so things that are looked back on every year. And so I don't know. Elf was never my movie.
No, yeah, it wasn't mine either.
But I have learned to appreciate it over time, and this is Jon Favreau really does have his hand on the ball when it comes to this kind of stuff, and I wish there were more movies like this. And a lot of people just like this is one of their favorite comedies.
One of their favorite Will Ferrell movies.
One of their favorite Will Ferrell movies, and James Caan's in this.
He is in this, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just feels important. It's one of the last big Christmas classics. I wonder why they're not trying for them as much anymore. It's interesting to me that they're just kind of giving up and they're like, we got our batch.
That's true. Let me tell you this. So, I every time it's my birthday, my aunt sends me a GIF of Will Ferrell in this movie saying "Happy Birthday." My birthday is the day before Christmas, so I guess it's appropriate. But
that's pretty awesome.
I do hope she knows I've only seen this movie once, and I think it's okay. So,
all right, next one, buddy. This is topical.
This is topical. Freaky Friday.
Dude, what if we Freaky Friday right fucking now? What she's doing the tongue thing.
All right, Lindsay Lohan, Jamie Lee Curtis.
You don't like this movie.
I think it's fine.
You gave it 2.5. The dog gave it 2.5 stars.
Oh, all right. I feel like I think of it more highly in my brain.
Interesting.
I did when I rated it.
This is pop punk.
It is pop punk. Yeah, she listens to Good Charlotte.
So I have kind of a story for this. My mom showed it to me when I was like, I don't know, 9, 10, 11, I don't know, one of those. I'm so bad with my own like timeline, but I was a kiddo, and I thought it ripped so hard. I was just like, this is electric. And then I went to my boys and I said, guys, we've got to watch fucking Freaky Friday. And we put it on like a sleepover or some sort of event at someone's house, and they're like, that was what you wanted to show us, you know? I think that's a cute little thing. You could picture little Aiden getting so hyped about Freaky Friday and thinking that it's a triumphant piece of populist filmmaking. But it does kind of rock. My mom loves this movie. I haven't seen it since then. I'm going to rewatch it with my mom and then go see the new one sometime next week.
I'm really bothered by them making a sequel. I don't really think they needed it, but
they didn't need it at all. But I'm surprised it's getting pretty positive reviews, even though it looks bad.
So bad. This movie represents, I think, an era of Disney live-action movies.
Yes, we chose this over Princess Diaries.
Yeah,
and other. This is Disney live-action on above a Disney Channel.
Yeah.
This is Herbie. This is Flubber. This is a lot of things. Flubber was late 90s. Sorry, guys.
I also think Lindsay Lohan is like, I don't know if she's that important. I
think she is.
The Mean Girls conversation that we're going to have in a later episode will probably be maybe more dedicated to Lindsay Lohan.
But what made Lohan so sticky was because she had the different categories. You know, it was mostly just like kids like this and teens. When she tried to go more adult, it backfired on her pretty hard because industry is broken. But I think she does have a huge staying power, and this is a big movie for a lot of people. And we're trying to we were trying to rein ourselves in and make our lists a little bit more female.
Yes,
because we are biased.
We are biased, and there's a lot of movies here that I have no relationship with, just because I think I got out of kids movies pretty early on.
Yeah, look at you.
Sorry, guys.
Big swinging dick over here.
Dropped or something. I don't know.
So the next one is the one that I think is the highest grossing movie of the year. I could be wrong, but it's Pirates of the Caribbean.
You don't think it's Lord of the Rings?
Did they have it 2003?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, I'm not sure, actually. Look it up while I talk. How about that?
Hulk?
Yeah, I think it's Ang Lee's Hulk. Look it up for me. I'll talk about Gore Verbinski's fucking great little picture. This is my boy Gore, just absolutely cooking for a movie and making like one of the great like adventure movies just out of nowhere.
We're talking about Pirates of the Caribbean.
Did I not say it?
No.
Guys, I might say Curse of Black Pearl. That's kind of silly. And this movie was nominated for Academy Awards. My friend Johnny Depp, the great man, did nothing wrong. Fuck you. The highest grossing movie in 2003 was The Lord of the Rings. And Johnny Depp was nominated for Best Actor.
Was he actually?
He actually was.
Oh, that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy to think of? And he was and then like in 2005 he was nominated for Sweeney Todd.
Oh yeah.
Funny. Yeah. People looked at this as like a fucking breakout. Like, what the fuck is he doing? That's like just like an incredible performance. It's kind of hard to picture now because we grew up with it, but it was this amazing movie that people were just like, how does this work so well? And people saw it like over and over in the theaters, and it became this movement that a lot of the later movies they really they suffer from.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my favorite tangent about Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
When this first one was a huge blockbuster, the guys that wrote it, they said, all right, we got to think this through. We're making a franchise out of this. We gotta make a decision. Is it Star Wars or is it Indiana Jones? And they chose Star Wars, and I think they chose wrong. Do you know what I mean by that? So they're just like, do we want to do individual adventures or do we want to expand on lore?
Oh,
and
okay.
they went deep in the paint for pirate lore, which is kind of awesome, but also I think it was the wrong decision to make.
Right.
I just think that's an interesting thing, and I think I think about that a lot when things become franchises.
Maybe the only successful movie based off a ride.
Yeah, I mean, Haunted Mansion, Eddie Murphy, Country Bears, awesome.
But you know what? Not on this list.
Fuck, dude, damn. Yeah, I is there another like contender at all? Like, I have an affinity towards Tomorrowland, but that's not a good movie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jungle Cruise is the only one I can
Jungle
think of off
Cruise
the top of
sucks
my head.
ass.
Yeah.
But all the other ones, like Country Bears, is a disaster. Haunted Mansion, both of them are bad. It's so weird that they got the guy that did Dear White People to do a Haunted Mansion remake with Lakeith Stanfield and fucking Jamie Lee Curtis and Danny DeVito.
Right.
Did you see that movie?
I did not.
It's fucking bizarre. And they came out in July.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember it.
Weird freak ass movie. All right, your turn.
All right, we're moving on to some 2004 movies. It's a great movie we got here. The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Incredibles.
What do you think the best movie on this list is?
It might be this one.
It might be this one.
It might be this one.
If we have something that comes up that's a little better than this, then we'll say it. But Incredibles is like perfect.
Yes.
It's my favorite superhero movie. It's my favorite a lot of things. It's probably the best Pixar movie. Maybe it's just so fucking tight.
It's the best Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's topical right now.
Because we have all of the Pixar, like the canon Pixar movies on this list.
Yeah.
But The Incredibles is interesting because it was an outsider coming into this brain trust and this kind of atmosphere that they had, and fucking having a whip and just saying, I want to do everything I could do in a live action movie or a hand drawn movie in this, and if we don't have the tech for that, we're going to make the tech for that. And so this movie has a huge budget, but it's also something where they cut corners a lot because they just had to, because of the scope of the movie. It's the longest Pixar movie by a long shot when it came out. It's one of the longer animated movies, period.
It's maybe one of the most mature Pixar movies.
It is one of the more mature Pixar movies. That's what makes these Pixar movies so impactful for kids, is that they're not treating the kids like stupid idiots. Like, kids like stupid idiot shit, but they also like it when you sit them down and they have the conversation, like in The Incredibles, where they say there are people out there that are going to kill you, that want to kill you. You know, when you talk to kids like adults, they'll like it, and kids can handle it. And this movie is a perfect example of that. And it's just such a clever script, and it's just like sanded down to it's just to perfection. That's where the formula of Pixar movies like shines, is because those movies were looked at by a bunch of geniuses and just like sanded down. So over and over again they'd go through the script and the storyboards and everything because it was so expensive.
Yeah.
And so then you get this like perfectly made little diamond, and I don't know, man. There's the fact that they can have so many different inspirations for this movie and make it a Bond movie and make it a really interesting marriage drama and all that kind of stuff, as well as just being badass for kids as well, is just really impressive. I love this movie.
So many moving parts. I love the lore of this. I would love to know more.
Me too.
I want to know more about what's going on in the world of The Incredibles.
We're getting Incredibles 3.
I know
Not
that.
Directed by Brad Bird.
Yeah.
Directed by the dude that did Elemental, I believe.
Yes, that's correct.
He's writing it, but hopefully that just means he gets Ray Gun done. You know about Ray Gun?
No.
He's been trying to get this like 2D animated PG-13 retrofuturist movie about a guy named Ray Gun made for a long time, and Apple's giving him the money to do it. Maybe. I think he had to make it CGI. Hopefully it doesn't look like ass.
Damn.
I really hope it's awesome. I don't know.
All right, we got our last Christmas movie on the list on next.
Mm-hmm. It's The Polar Express.
Yep.
My boy Bobby Z, Robert Zemeckis' first in his trilogy of motion capture films. This, Beowulf, and Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
And
you think Christmas Carol killed the Christmas movie?
Maybe. Is that the last?
Actually, I don't know what you're talking about, because our boy Robert Eggers is making A Christmas Carol, and that's going to be a huge Christmas hit. All the family's going to go see it. You know, the Ghost of Christmas Past is going to be like Willem Dafoe, and he's going to be hung, and it's going to be really cool.
I think The Polar Express is the weirdest movie to have cultural footprint as big as it does.
Yeah.
This is a movie that is mostly Tom Hanks voiced and performed things. He did the performance for the little kid too, and they dubbed it over after. No, they didn't. They did not dub him over. This is, yes, they did. I think they dubbed him over at certain parts. Hero Boy has 3 different people to his name. Tom Hanks, Josh Hutcherson did the motion capture for some of it.
Oh wow.
And someone Daryl Sabara, and so the original pitch of this movie was because Tom Hanks, he bought this, and he bought Ant Bully, and he bought Where the Wild Things Are, and he wanted to produce and star in all these movies. And so the Polar Express is the only one that, like, he's still an executive producer on Ant Bully, but and then Where the Wild Things Are went to someone else.
Yeah.
But Polar Express is this bizarre experiment that launched a kind of movie making for kids, which is the motion capture, and I think it's just a strange movie that I think a lot of people have weird emotional attachments to because of how strange and dark and unintentionally strange and but also intentionally strange. It's a weird, feverish, almost like
uncanny.
It's uncanny, but there's something transcendent about it a little bit. Fucking bizarre movie that sometimes is firing on all cylinders and mostly is incomprehensible.
Hot chocolate scene's rad.
Yeah, it is. And the scene where they're on the lake, the frozen lake, and the fuckers are in, and you're like, whoa! That seems that's bravura shit.
Yeah.
Next, your turn, buddy.
All right, we are done with 2004. We're gonna move on to 2005 now. We only got one movie from this year. Fortunately,
it's a banger.
Sky High did not make the list.
It was fucked up.
The movie is Madagascar.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. This is the Ben Stiller, where he plays a lion that looks like Jake Gyllenhaal.
I never thought of that in my whole life. That's a great observation.
Yeah, and we got David Schwimmer's best performance is Melman.
I think you're right.
You know, earlier today I was scrolling the internet and I saw a post that said that Melman was somebody's first introduction to like chronically ill bisexual man.
That's awesome.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think he's just kind of a goofy giraffe.
Yeah.
But, you know, whatever.
This is a movie that is built like a 90s comedy.
It is, yeah.
In a way that more animated movies should be. It's something, it's back in the day, like this was their answer to Pixar's kind of look at me, we're for everyone. Mm-hmm. Their pitch is kind of like, let's make a Jim Carrey or like an ensemble 90s comedy that's kind of, let's raunchy and strange, but just make it turn down a little bit.
Yeah.
And this is just something that spawned a franchise and is just like the later evolution of what Shrek wrought.
Yeah.
I always forget that Sacha Baron Cohen is Julian.
Yeah, he's King Julian. Yeah.
It's a great performance.
Pre-Borat.
It's pre-Borat. Really?
Yeah, Borat
Same
2006.
Year. Oh yeah, you're right. Borat is 2006.
Yeah.
I mean, Borat was around before the movie, but
that's true. Yeah.
Good for him. Mm-hmm. Good for everyone involved.
This is an okay movie. I rewatched it recently, and I think it's all right. There's better animated movies from this time.
Yeah.
But
I have a very big connection to the Penguins of Madagascar, the show.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a strange franchise.
This isn't a podcast about TV shows, though.
You're fucking right.
Yeah, I gotta go with the TV show podcast.
All right, next up is Barbie in the 12 Dancing Princesses. This is our representation of the whole Barbie craze, as well as kind of the direct-to-DVD girly pop movies. There are a lot of different kinds of these, but Barbie is by far the most prominent, and
yes.
You'll be hard-pressed to find a woman of our age that doesn't have an attachment to at least one of these movies.
Yes, they probably have a few DVDs in their house. I know I have a couple in mine, or my sister's, and I know I've seen this, but I can't tell you shit about it. So
we've got word that this is the best one.
We were told this is one of the best ones. Yes.
Princess and the Pauper is the one that I have seen the most, and I've talked to most people about. But 12 Dancing Princesses is not far behind.
Yes.
This is just important to have on here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Bibble's in this one. So that's good. Bibble?
Oh.
I don't think he's in this one.
I don't know.
You don't know Bibble?
I don't think so.
You should look at a picture of Bibble. Bibble's a fucking freak. They have a animal sidekick in all the movies, and one of them is a fucking purple fuck.
I do know who Bibble is. He looks like Sully.
I hate him. I hate his ass so much.
Yeah.
I watched a good chunk of these movies because me and my ex, we wanted to go through all of them. I've seen 9 of them.
Were you doing it around the time of Barbie?
Yeah. I think
people were rewatching these
Barbie.
Up to the 2023 Barbie movie.
Yeah, and this they do vary in quality, but it is an interesting little ecosystem they have with recurring talent, but also like it's their own little Pixar, you know? Right. They got their own little brain trust, and they're pumping them out. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I want to talk about another Pixar movie, though. We got Cars.
What's your relationship with Cars, man?
It's good.
This is John Lasseter. That's the Lasseter Bear that I was talking about earlier.
Yes, John Lasseter.
This is his passion project. This is his auteur. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the thing with the early Pixar movies. They were almost never auteur driven. The closest we get is Brad Bird is the auteur of those ones. Mm-hmm. Andrew Stanton gets a little close with Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo is pretty personal, and Monsters Inc. is a little personal. But they're mostly group effort. So Cars is him being like, fucking give me cars, because he loves cars and he loves toys, and so this is the most toyetic, which is
it is, yeah.
And it's just like, this is when people were like, is Pixar like cooked, or they were just like, finally there's a chink in the armor, you know. But it made a little bit of money, but it made billions and billions and billions on merch.
Yes. And
this is just a movie that just like works for kids. It just rips, even though it's about what highways have done to small towns and the Americana of it all, and is like, when I rewatched this, there are a lot of jokes that I'm like, that was just a silly joke in a film, and then now I realize those are really niche references of an old man that loves cars a lot and has insisted that other people will love those jokes as much as they are, and feels a little scummy at some points. It's the most immature of the franchises, even at the beginning. It doesn't have like the hands on the dial the other ones do. This one is a lot more auteuristic and is made by a creep, so it feels a little bit different. But
I think it kind of falls into the Shrek category a little bit of being something that is kept alive by internet culture. Yeah. I think that's honestly people's love and nostalgia for this movie comes from that.
And this movie has a little bit of Polar Express in it, where it's just like it's a little bit of an uncanny attachment to it, where you can't really get out of your head. I've had so many hypotheticals about the Cars franchise just because it's so open for interpretation. And if you think about it for a little bit, it's like that's the meme at this point. It's just like, if you think about it for a second, it's bizarre. They have a pope. They have the Pope Mobile that the Pope goes inside. They have a big plane where they go inside the plane's ass, and the plane can hear them talk while they're inside of them. You know, it's interesting.
It is interesting. Only Cars movie on the list. So sorry.
Cars 2 is also
sorry for my Cars 2 heads out there that are ripping Cars 2.
Yeah. Do you know what my best friend Griffin Newman says about the Cars franchise? From Blank Check.
What does he say?
He says, Cars 2 makes Cars 3 look like Cars 1.
I've heard that take before.
Yeah. All right. Your next turn, buddy. Your turn.
All right. We have a movie that I just barely saw for the first time a couple months ago.
Oh.
High School Musical. This represents the sort of later to mid to late 2000s sort of Disney movies, sort of similar to the Freaky Friday thing we were talking about earlier. I think this is kind of a lot of people's introduction to Zac Efron. Just probably the most critical, maybe musical on this list. It's a Utah movie. We are from Utah.
Yes.
So
this is the problem that I have. This is the most problematic part of the list for me. We have 3 of these. We have 3 DCOM movies. One of them is theatrically released. It's a little different, and they are important. But I'm looking here, and I think we could have slid in a Scooby Doo. I think we could have. I think we could have slid in robots, or I'm not even robots, but something along the SpongeBob, something. Or I feel like this is where we could diversify a little bit. We have one too many of these.
Which one would you drop? Well, if we haven't said it yet, I want you to say it.
Yeah, so we've only said the one so far, so
yeah.
I think but High School Musical is very important. High School Musical needed to be there. It's representative of the whole Jonas Brothers kind of era of things as well. Yeah. It's kind of I think Zac Efron is very important.
He is.
And that kind of celebrity crush is what made the 2000s for a lot of young women and young men in this generation. And I don't know. It's a fine film. It's a fine film. And I think that for a little bit there, the young men and women of our generation got their own kind of quality rom-coms, you know? And then that went away.
Can I tell you something? Since I just watched this entire trilogy for the first time this year, Kenny Ortega, the director of this movie, is my most watched director this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is there anything else besides the trilogy, or have you just not seen a lot of, like, you haven't done deep dives in it?
I haven't done deep dives. I don't think. It'll probably be...
Did you see Hocus Pocus or Descendants or Newsies, or was it just the
just
these
three? I watched it with my girlfriend. It'll probably not be him by the end of the year, but that is something that I've been grappling with.
That's pretty cool, man. Next up is
another Pixar movie.
Ratatouille. Ratatouille is the second Brad Bird film on this list, and it feels like it. So these three have. I'm gonna spoil it a little bit. These three films are the most fascinating of the Pixar film for me. This and WALL-E and Up were made as a package deal after Disney pissed them the fuck off, and they were like, "We're splitting from you after our deal is done. We're gonna go to whoever wants us because we're Pixar and we haven't missed yet.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make the strangest movies possible because we can, and people are gonna buy them. And so there's a world where Up is released by Sony. There's a world where it's released by Warner Brothers or whatever, and they could just make whatever the fuck they wanted. And these are movies that could never be pitched, and all three of them are a homer, except for like Up. I'm less high on, but.
He's pretty down on it.
I'm pretty down on Up. I'm fine on Up. I'm in the middle of Up. But Ratatouille and WALL-E are like perfect little gems, and they're wonderful. Ratatouille is just a miracle of a movie. It's a miracle that it works, and it's a miracle that they make a family movie where the triumphant conclusion is a critic like reading an entire review, eloquent, like fucking review. It's it just kind of goes to being a profound statement on art and what makes you happy, and is way more sophisticated than it has any right to be. I think when I rewatched it recently, I thought there was a little bit more animated film trappings than I remembered it being. So that's why I think things like Incredibles are more impressive. And even WALL-E, maybe? I'm not sure. But yeah. Ratatouille is very important.
I think by a lot of the art house heads, this is considered the best Pixar movie. It kind of seems to be the consensus, even though I would never agree with that.
Yeah.
For me. But we'll move on. We got Jerry Seinfeld's The Bee Movie.
Yeah, man.
Challengers.
This is the contender for Shrek. This
is in the meme category for sure. I think this might be number 2 or 3 in that category.
Because Shrek can't be beaten because there's so many different avenues of memes, but Bee Movie was so persistent for a long time.
Yeah, and I still hate the fact that every time I tell people that I'm an enjoyer of the music jazz, they think I'm making a joke about the Bee Movie.
Yeah.
I'm not. I like the genre. Please leave me alone.
This movie is incredible because Jerry Seinfeld, like Seinfeld the show, every single guy off of Seinfeld used their capital to make something.
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld's used it to make 2 movies, and it's this and Unfrosted,
yeah.
And I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's incredible that he hasn't gone he hasn't tried to swing his capital around and make more things. These are his 2 passion projects. Bee Movie doesn't exist without
Well, I think his real passion project is dating 17-year-olds.
Yeah, man. Fucking AO. we want to talk about, this movie's bonkers too.
Yeah, it is. It's very weird.
Kids' movies were stranger back then.
They were.
This is a movie about bees unionizing and fucking adult women and cucking Patrick Warburton. That's incredible.
It is.
I need to watch it again and see if it might just crack with me. It might just be my sense of humor. You know, I'm a little worried about that.
Dude, I don't think I've seen this movie since it came out. Can I be straight about it with you?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, this was a DVD I had, so I popped this bad boy on.
I believe I have the DVD as well, but I was busy cranking Incredibles.
Busy. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we got another movie I watched recently.
This movie rocks.
Enchanted.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, this is the James Marsden.
From the director of the Goofy movie.
Yeah, it is the director of the Goofy movie. But Amy Adams, James Marsden, It's a very cool movie because it is blending animation and live action film together. I'm not going to call it our Roger Rabbit, but maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the lineage.
Yeah.
This is also in relation to Shrek as well. This is kind of Disney's doing their own kind of Shrek.
Yes, yeah, they're making their commentary on fairy tales.
Mm-hmm. Enchanted is also one of the few, a couple of movies that were kids movies in the 2000s that were started as an R-rated script.
Oh, really?
And were bought by Disney and toned down. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
So you can definitely see how this could be a little bit more
I'd love to
raunchy.
See that.
It would be interesting. That movie.
Yeah.
But I think what they've done here is very. This was one of the first movies like my mom really fell in love with, like that I can remember, like in the theater. She went and saw it multiple times in theaters. Mm-hmm. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Who won Best Actress in 2007, and why wasn't it Amy Adams?
I don't know who won Best Actress.
I think this is Amy Adams' best performance. Because in things like Arrival, she's great in. Catch Me If You Can, she's great in.
So weird in Catch Me If You Can.
She's really weird, but she's kind of awesome. The Master, she's great in. All these things, but I think the most range that she's showing, and the most she's just so in control in this movie. Mm-hmm. And it's a really hard job to do, to make a character ditzy but not stupid, and not feel like Patrick Dempsey's fallen in love with a kid.
Yeah.
Which a lot of these movies fall into that trap where they juvenilize her too much. Mm-hmm. I just think it's a great premise, and it's a great execution. I haven't seen it in a while, but I just remember this is the kind of big live action kids movies that I wish we got more often.
Yeah, we don't get anything like this anymore. I didn't love the third act when I rewatched it though a couple weeks ago.
With the big dragon.
Yeah, didn't care for it. Kind of
dragging these nuts. Was that what you're saying about the movie? Perhaps
it is dragon.
Yeah, I mean the pop art, dude. The pop-up book. I remember the pop-up book. That was sick as fuck.
Yeah.
Do you know who voices the squirrel in the second one?
There's a second one.
Yeah, Disenchanted.
Oh, Disenchanted. Right. No, I haven't seen that.
Griffin Newman.
Oh, really?
Check,
yeah.
All right. Next up is Alvin the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
Another live-action hybrid. But Alvin the Chipmunks is representative of a large swath of kids' movies, and is also fucking bizarre.
Yeah, we're gonna play a little game though, real quick.
Yeah.
Fuck, marry, kill Alvin, Simon, and Theodore.
All right.
It's a question I'd love to ask, and I'm sorry, everyone. This is a question I love to ask people because it says a lot about their character.
Okay.
But
best poster in the biz, by the way.
One of the great posters. But let me tell you, women have a certain answer and men have a certain answer.
Okay, this is fascinating. So I'll answer, and then you'll say what you gotta say.
Yeah.
I fuck Alvin. I fuck him hard. Okay.
Okay.
I marry Simon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We can watch A24 movies together. Okay. I'll unlock my Criterion closet if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then Theodore, I can kill his fat fucking ass. But I think that you could make a case for Theodore being the one you marry, settle down with,
Mm-hmm.
But nah, he's kind of a dumbass, and I have to have an intellectually stimulating partner. I gotta say, and if you're not bringing the heat like Alvin is, get out the way.
Mm-hmm.
What's your answer, and what do you think this says about people?
Generally speaking, when men answer this question, it is fuck Theodore because he a thickie.
All right. Okay. Continue.
It is marry Simon because he will have money.
Yeah, he will have money.
And kill Alvin. Because he's a little bitch.
No, Alvin is a freak in the sheets. He can rock your world.
Here's the thing though. You might be right, but Alvin will steal your money.
He will fuck you. He's like Brad. Money. He's Brad Pitt and Thelma and Louise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a little douchebag. He's not gonna call you. Mm-hmm. He's not gonna call you. He's gonna tell you to make you a sandwich.
So do the people of the world? Well, what do the women say?
Well, either women are going to fuck Simon because he's tall, or he has stability.
Yes. Why would you fuck someone with stability? That doesn't matter.
And sometimes they marry Theodore because he's a little cutie.
He is a little cutie.
He's a sweetie pie.
I was rude to Theodore.
Yeah.
He's a little cutie.
And
he's his own
generally
shit,
speaking, you either kill Alvin or you fuck Alvin.
I mean, there's no other option for Alvin. I feel like there's no. I think you gotta marry. I don't know. I think I made the right call. That's all I gotta say. What's your answer? What's your answer, buddy?
The one that I gave you about most dudes.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah.
Is he a little thick? Kidding.
All right, this is enough of talking about Alvin and the Chipmunks, I think.
Yeah, sure.
It's a deranged segment.
I mean, David Cross is on another planet in this movie. He's so fucking awesome. That's been memed recently. Yeah, he's so awesome.
Uncle Ian. My favorite Uncle Ian meme is that their Uncle Ian used to keep a journal, and that journal is now the Guinness World Record book.
Okay. All right. That is awesome.
All right.
Next up, buddy.
2008. We got the movie WALL-E.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut the fuck up about Pixar movies now.
No, I don't. You're a scholar in Pixar. I don't know shit about Pixar.
All right.
You talk about Pixar.
So WALL-E is amazing. This is the one film in the Criterion Collection from Disney as a whole, which I think is interesting. It's just Andrew Stanton's like just the motherfucking man. Do you know what Andrew Stanton made after WALL-E?
I don't know.
He made John Carter.
Oh right.
He made that. He's one of a couple of Pixar guys.
I was just looking at his filmography the other day because he directed an episode of Stranger Things, which I'm binge watching right now.
Oh, I didn't know that, and I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. You know.
Do you know who's directed quite a few great episodes of Stranger Things?
Who?
Sean Levy. Some of my favorite episodes of that show are directed by Sean Levy.
Jesus Christ. Well, that's why. Fuck. I can't talk about that. But Andrew Stanton is now retreated back from John Carter.
There's a reason Night at the Museum isn't on the
Toy
list.
Story 5. Oh, hey. You hear that, Sean Levy? He's coming for your ass. No holds bar. WALL-E is... There's no movie that can have the balls... It's been said over and over again. There's no movie that has the balls to not have anyone talk for the first 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. You know what my grandpa said when I came out of this theater at the Jordan Commons in the IMAX?
In what year?
In 2008.
Yeah.
You know what he said?
What did he say?
Not enough talking.
Oh, wow.
I said, fuck you, Grandpa. That's one of the first times I remember, like, being, like, dissenting opinion from my elders.
Right.
You know? This movie's just gorgeous. It's just on another level. That's just as much as you could say. I mean, it's just really, really smart world building. It's really great physical comedy and just filmmaking chops. Absolutely just, like... Just fucking beating the shit out of you with everyone else with the filmmaking chops in this fucking flick. I think this is just a foundational like a romance for a lot of people. It's a foundational. Yay! Why'd the dog give it 3.5 stars? You're the dog, by the way.
I am the dog.
Why'd you get? Why the fuck you get it? Are you one of the people that's like the movie goes off a cliff when they go in the sky?
It's not as good when they go in the sky.
I mean, it's hard to be better than like the best thing ever. You know.
And I have the same opinion about Up too.
Well, Up is more. I can hear you out on Up, but I've come around on Up a little bit more as just like a weird piece of media that it is, and it's just less tight.
We'll get to Up.
Mm-hmm. All right, next up, my turn or your turn?
We have Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
I thought that was made for this movie. That song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big movie for me. Was it a big movie for you?
No. Most of these movies aren't big movies for me. Which is why WALL-E has 3.5 stars.
Yeah, I guess so, because you're a fucking creep. Kung Fu Panda is one of... I think it's more in the line of Pixar in the way of it gives a shit about its filmmaking. Mm-hmm. Kung Fu Panda is like visually indebted to a lot of old Kung Fu movies in a way that other stages of DreamWorks would not. And so it is kind of a little special little thing. I think it has more of an emotional arc than a lot of these movies do. I think it looks a lot better than a lot of the movies do. Yeah. It's got a pretty nice cast. Dustin Hoffman's killing it in here. Ian McShane is killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it fucks. I think it fucks.
I know people who go to film school because they love Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, it's the reason. Like the reason I'm into films is because I saw like Pixar movies. I was like, there's something different about this guy. Mm-hmm. Kung Fu Panda could do that to people while still being like you can see people getting into film school like in an MCU kind of way from Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, I guess. I mean, not to throw shade on Kung Fu Panda. Like Kung Fu Panda does have some like bravura sequences in it. I love that word. It's Mark Osborne makes this. He made The Little Prince. You seen The Little Prince?
No.
Pretty good. That's all I have to say on the matter.
All right, we got 2 goated years, 2009 to 2010.
Oh, 2009 is regarded as one of the great years of animation.
Yes.
And what's amazing about it is that you have like one of each kind of medium, which is so cool. So I'll talk about Coraline first.
Sure. Coraline
is Henry Selick, my boy. He got taken out of director's jail by Big Nike. Yeah. You know what that is? Yeah. Because after Monkey Bone, which rocks, after Monkey Bone, people didn't want to touch him with a 10-foot pole because he was already hard to work with. Mr. Travis Knight Nike Nepo baby. He's like, I love stop motion. I want to make a whole studio about it, and I want my fucking man to make it. And this is a Neil Gaiman adaptation. He's done nothing wrong. There's nothing bad about that. And it's just got a crazy cast, which is more insular than Pixar does, but it's the same kind of thing, casting people based off of personalities. John Hodgman's really good in this. Dakota Fanning is coming off of a heater of being like an actual art house movie star as a little kid. And Keith David.
Yeah.
It's just like, if you cast Keith David as the cat, you know ball. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you're at a different level if you're at that. And Coraline is the best 3D movie ever made. It's something that was really interested in technology and how to weave that into the storytelling. Yeah. And it's just a technical like masterpiece, and it's got a vibe to it, and it changes people. For the scariness and the titties, those are the two things that it changes people with. And it's remained this like institution that they can just put it out every year or every other year and make $20 million. So it is one of the classics of this generation, and it will last longer than most of the movies on this list.
We've listed a lot of movies that don't mean much to me, but this is one that does. So
that's my boy.
Extremely perverse for me and scared the shit out of me when I was 6 or 7 years old.
Made you the man you are today?
Honestly, yeah. So, shout out Coraline.
Where do you stand in the other Leica movies?
All right.
Do you like them a lot?
I mean, do I like them a lot? No, they're fine. I love stop motion, but they're not my go-tos or anything. You know,
because they're controversial within the stop motion field for getting cleaner and cleaner as they go along. Yeah. And to the point where some people argue, why are you even stop motion at this point? Right. And then stuff like Wendell and Wild fights back on that, which is also Selick. Next movie.
We got Up. We got Up, which has probably the most goated 10 minutes of all time in a movie. Yeah. And I think is very shocking for a lot of young people to watch that go down.
Yeah, it is.
Best part of the movie for me. I don't really care for the rest of it that much.
It's another thing of like, it's kind of unfair because if you make something that goated, it's hard to live up to it. Yeah. And I think what it does for a lot of people is it breaks them down so heavily emotionally, and then the rest of it is like the afterlife. So you are dead by that time, the time that the married life is done, and then at that point you're willing to accept the absurdity of the rest of it, and the stuff with the dogs and the fucking bird. I think it loses a lot of people. It lost me. I think I'm a lot more forgiving of it now. Yeah. And I think it's just really like this is my answer for the most art housey Pixar movie.
You don't think it's WALL-E?
I don't think it's WALL-E. WALL-E is like making a 70s, 80s sci-fi movie, like that kind of a scale. Yeah. Up is weird and like Fantastic Planet-y. It's strange. Yeah. It's going for something a little stranger, and I think the dogs are the only thing saving this movie for kiddos at a certain point. And so they're there as a last resort. Otherwise, yeah, it's a strange meditation on death and what age does to different types of people. I really like the villain in this. Next up is Princess of the Frog, dude.
Okay, you talk about this one.
Okay, Princess of the Frog. This is Ron and John. They are the famous mans behind a lot of the Disney Renaissance, as well as My Beloved Treasure Planet. That was their passion project. And then they come back to do this to be like, because Disney went askew. They got scared by Pixar, and they said, all right, we're going to make movies for boys. We're going to make Dinosaur, we're going to make Atlantis, we're going to make Treasure Planet, we're going to make Bolt, we're going to make Meet the Robinsons. Most of those movies don't do well. They're very derivative. They're not. And so then they say, well, let's go back to the basics. And they look at at Disney, they have a big bulletin board of races and cultures. And they say, which one are we going to research for a week and then make a movie about? Yeah. And so they've gone through a lot of them. They're like, oh, fuck. Guys, am I missing something? Have we not made a movie about a black person? And then they do that. And do you know what the original pitch for this movie is? No. It's the similar thing, The Princess of the Frog or whatever. She's a maid. Mm-hmm. She's a maid. And they announced that at Disney at D23, and so they're like, yep, she is a maid. She's working for her friend character in this one, the white, like with John Goodman dad. Yeah. She's working for them, and then people just like booed them and threw just like forks and knives, and they said no, and they did that like 5 times during the development. They like almost did something catastrophic like 5 times. Yeah. And then by the end of it, it's this kind of inoffensive, bland movie that makes the bizarre decision to make their first black princess frog for the majority of the movie. Mm-hmm. And something that they've kind of regretted later on because Tiana's become such a beloved character.
Yeah.
But this movie's got bang-langing music. It's Randy Newman. Some great jazz. It's got, I love the fucking Gator. I love the fucking Firefly. I love the bad guy, Keith David. He's very back,
cool.
Baby.
Very cool villain.
This movie just kind of rocks, even though it's got a lot of shortcomings, and is the start of the strange black representation in animated movies.
Yeah. When I went to New Orleans a couple months ago, we went on a swamp tour. That is the swamp that the movie's based off of.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
They sent the Disney animators down there to go study it for a while.
And for their 17 approximate days.
We passed by the tree and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, man.
And I don't like what they did to this movie in the new Disney ride at Disney World. They made her 3D. Why'd they do that?
It's very strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's weird. There's a show that was supposed to come out. I think it's now canceled. They've been stringing along for a while. So now it's when Disney Plus was announced. Mm-hmm. That would have been cool.
All right, this next one's for all the ladies. Hannah Montana the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of a piece of critical text for a lot of young women.
Yeah. So this is the second 2000s. Of 3 Disney Channel movies. This is. I think we keep this in. I think we take out the third one. That's what I would say. Mm-hmm. Even though the third one is my favorite of them.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So yeah, speak on this. I haven't seen this one. This is the other one I haven't seen.
Oh yeah, I just watched this for the first time recently. I just know that the soundtrack is very important to a lot of young women.
The Climb.
Yeah, The Climb. Mm-hmm. Big Taylor Swift involvement here. So.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, she's in the movie.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she has a little cameo. I was told growing up that I look like Lucas Till, who is the boy in this, which is a hell of a compliment.
What's the boy?
Hell of a compliment. He's in X-Men First Class.
Ah, that's him.
Yeah. So thank you.
I can see it.
Thank you, ladies.
You just need to be a little wider in the face.
I do, and if I had my dad's nose instead of my mom's, I would probably look more like him. But
Monster Trucks. Remember Monster Trucks?
I do remember Monster Trucks.
Did you meet Creech? Did you meet Creech?
Yeah. This is the culmination of the Hannah Montana TV show, which is very important to a lot of people, and it's a solid movie.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. We're gonna move on to 2010, which is the best year on this list.
The best year on this list, you say? Let me check it.
We got 6 movies, which is the only year that has that many movies.
I guess so. I just think they're less heat. They're less goated than the 409 ones or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's the case, but there's just a lot of stuff this year.
Tangled. This is them trying to evolve past, going to the past or whatever. This is for me the nice little middle point between their more their more experimental stuff and the original Resident Renaissance. Mm-hmm. It's not Frozen for me. It's not Prince of the Frog. I think this is nice in the middle. I think it's radical in ways that I think are that suit the formula instead of detract from it. And I think it's just Mandy Moore is just killing it in this movie, and Zachary Levi is the best he's ever been.
It's true.
Maybe Chuck. I don't know. And Donna Murphy, just a Broadway legend, just killing it as the villain. It's just a clever little thing, and I really love seeing it when it came out.
Are they redoing this? They are redoing this.
Yeah, they've threatened to a while. I think the Sabrina Carpenter was the big name that they were looking for a little bit ago. I don't know where they're at now.
They should get Sydney Sweeney to do it.
Do you know about the? Do you know about the Hercules adaptation?
I've heard about it. Yeah.
Russo brothers doing a TikTok.
Oh wow.
Hercules. Sounds sick to me.
Yeah.
All right, your turn.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, dude.
This is the DreamWorks animation movie that gave everybody a big ol' boner.
It did.
Yeah.
And is this one that the dog doesn't like it? I knew that.
Yeah.
The dog thinks it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is just operatic kind of stuff. I think if you're there, it's killer, and the music's just on another level. And this is Chris Sanders who did Lilo and Stitch, and I don't know, man. This is I think it deserves what it's got, and I think the sequels are a lot worse than I remember in comparison. Next up is Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3. This is my favorite of the Toy Story movies. Did you know that?
I didn't.
This is my favorite.
Why do you think that is?
I love this ending.
The ending's great.
I love The Holocaust stuff.
The Holocaust stuff is crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
It is crazy. And I think Lotso is the best villain in the Toy Story franchise. Looks great.
Some of the best action filmmaking in
It is.
Pixar.
Yeah.
Pixar's really good at action filmmaking.
I think it's doing really interesting stuff in terms of how the toys work, you know, going to a daycare and all that stuff.
Fucking lore. The lore in this one's
lore.
approaching to disturbing.
Yeah.
And what I love about Toy Story 4 is that it says, fuck that, we're pushing it down and going full, like, this is a terrible world.
Yeah.
You know? But Toy Story 3 starts that.
This was just perfect for me at this age because the first two are very safe movies. They're very accessible for kids, but this is a little dark. It gets a little freaky at points, you know? And I think I needed that at this. How old was I? Maybe 9 or 10? Not 9. No. I was about 9 when this came out. 8 or 9. And I was just ready for that sort of thing. So this is, it was my favorite.
Yeah, dude. It is pretty sick. I mean, yeah. I think it's got some problems. I think it's a little messy, but it's got a lot of big swings that it takes, and I think it's leading up to them, and I don't think it builds them sometimes all that well. But I think that, like, it's a little bit like if they took the 10 minutes of Up and you dispersed it a little bit for me. But yeah, this movie rocks. Despicable Me. Minions, man. And the first movie I think is good. Do you think the first movie is good? What does the dog think? Let me see.
I don't remember.
The dog thinks it's fine. 3 stars.
Dog does think it's fine.
This is a fascinating marketing thing where they marketed it off of Steve Carell villains, and then they decided to do a little marketing game with the Minions, and then the rest is history.
This is on my comic book superhero movie list.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, you're superhero, supervillains.
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
You have anything more to say about this? Like, it's more emotional than any of the other ones ever attempted to be.
It is. I do think it's kind of detrimental to society, though.
Yeah, it
gives
is.
us minions, kind of. Yeah.
But Jason Segel as Vector.
It's true. Vector, great.
Steve Carell's Gru.
A bit of a meme as well. This one.
Russell Brand. All right.
Yeah.
Elsie Fisher's Agnes. I forget that.
That is true. Yes.
All right. The lady from the gun violence Texas Chainsaw movie. It's crazy. Next one's
Megamind.
Oh, yeah, your turn. Sorry.
I can't talk about Megamind. I don't know anything about Megamind.
All right, I'll talk about Megamind. This movie's funny, and it plays like a rock concert when you're a kid, and I think it's transferred over for a lot of people. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I can't speak on that.
I've only seen it once when it came out, and I don't remember it.
But it's smart, and it's one of the better superhero movies, I think. Maybe I should put that in my top 15. Who knows? Of superhero movies, but good.
Seems to be the consensus. Lots of people love this movie, not want to have a relationship with it all, which is weird because I love superheroes, but I don't know what it is about this one that rubbed me the wrong way as a kid.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
I do need to revisit it. I will one day.
Next up, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I think you should talk about this one because I don't have a big relationship to this movie.
All right, so this comes off probably the most successful book series for young children of this era, and this is, I think, maybe one of the only live action coming of age movies on here, like straightforward coming of age movies that isn't Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a meme as well. You got Roderick. Daddy Roderick. Roderick Rules is the better of the two movies, I think, but we had to represent one. It has to be this one. You know, you got the Cheese Touch. You got the Halloween incident.
Maybe I already watched this for Halloween.
I wouldn't call it a Halloween movie, but
damn it. I'm looking for that kind of feeling though.
Yeah, it's kind of just perfect 2010s culture wrapped in a movie. I think early 2010s culture, the way they look, the way they dress and talk. It's a movie of a bygone era.
Do you know this director's 4 films? They're interesting. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters.
Right, it's another YA thing.
Words on Bathroom Walls. Remember that for 2020? Dune Romance. Then Hotel for Dogs. This man and Nothing Sense. So this man, I think you can retire happy after those 4.
Yeah.
My parents were teachers, and they kind of looked at they were like kind of sad about the books. They're like, kids should be reading actual books. They're kind of fighting. I think at this point they're like, I think they would not feel that way about that. But so I was kind of indoctrinated. It's the same, kind of similar thing of like SpongeBob. SpongeBob was never my thing because my parents were like, that's stupid. And I was like, yeah for sure.
I mean, I always thought, I never fucked with SpongeBob. My parents didn't really want me watching that one as one of those kids. But my mom's a teacher as well. And I don't, maybe she felt that way about Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but they're really not that different than comic books.
I think my parents were thinking about comic books too. They're like, this is, because a lot of kids would just be like, yeah, I'm reading a big ass book and it's fucking Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and so they're like, that doesn't fucking count. I think it's it's probably a really great thing for kids to get into reading like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think it's like a relatable movie, even if you're not the age of Greg Heffley. You're not in middle school and you're reading it or watching it. I don't know.
This is a big 20th Century Fox coming of age movie.
Yeah. They're still making those books.
And they're making the animated movies.
Those are so bad.
Yeah, they are. Lemonade Mouth. This is the third of them. I loved this movie.
This is just watched this recently, actually. Rewatched it.
The dog didn't like it.
I don't like this movie that much.
They make a band, and because they're tapping various school objects together in detention.
Yes, they do.
That's so sick.
They drink some lemonade.
This was my Breakfast Club. This was what the Breakfast Club did for people. This was my first experience with the Breakfast Club.
We had a big discussion about what movie we wanted to represent the 2010s in these live-action Disney movies.
The other one was Teen Beach Movie, yes? Or Descendants?
Teen Beach Movie and Descendants were the two we discussed and went with this one.
I was saying Descendants because Descendants has a whole franchise and is a little bit, I think it's still in our generation, but it's on the other end.
Yeah.
And it's important to them. Next up.
Rectum Ralph.
Rectum Ralph. Do you like this? Does the dog like this movie? Let me check.
I don't remember if I like this movie.
You haven't given it a star rating, so I don't know.
Actually, I forgot. Let me tell you, I forgot to mark this as watched until I made that list.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so I didn't give it a rating. But I do like this movie.
This movie rocks.
Yeah.
This movie lives in my head as a traumatic memory because my dad, he said he wanted to watch this with me, and I was in Idaho with my mother and my grandparents, and they're like, "Do you want to see Wreck-It Ralph?" And I said yes. And then I told my dad that I seen it, and he was like genuinely sad.
Oh.
And then I wanted to kill myself with a gun. But this movie has an Owl City song at the end.
It does, yeah. Yeah.
But this is just a really smart screenplay,
and
it's great casting. John C. Reilly is just like, and the guy from 30 Rock, like it's not, and Sarah Silverman, like these aren't your typical picks, and I think it's better for it. I just think it's smart and good.
Yeah, extremely clever movie.
We're running. All right, we just gotta fucking ram through the last four.
We got just a few more. We're almost done with the list.
Yeah,
we're good. All right. The next one for 2012 is Hotel Transylvania, which has got a franchise. And
also is a little timely now because Fixed. You so excited for Fixed?
Yes.
Okay.
What an interesting movie.
Yeah, Gen D. This is what Gen D kind of got put into this movie. He was like the fourth director attached.
Yeah.
And then made it into something very profitable for Sony and very important to a lot of people. And then they kind of treated like Gen D like shit for the next decade, 2 decades. So I hope Fix goes well for you, buddy. But the Zing, I think Mavis is very important for a lot of people.
For a lot of young boys.
Young horny boys.
Yes, this is maybe an eye-opening experience. It's one of there's a separate canon to be made for chicks like this.
Yes, I agree.
Maybe it's Raven from Teen Titans.
I was never, because I watched this as a kid, but it was never like a crush of mine, which is interesting. I don't know.
I don't think she was for me either.
This is an interesting Adam Sandler movie because he brings his friends along and then doesn't really give a shit about the movie and then really gets into the next couple of them because it gets popular.
Can I tell you the most 2012 thing about this movie?
What?
There is an LMFAO needle drop in this movie.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
That's just badass.
I have a very distinct memory of watching this at a friend's birthday party in 2012 or 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I associate with that was that party I went to.
CeeLo Green is in this?
Yes. That's also very 2012.
Yeah, it is. Next up is Frozen.
Frozen.
Very important.
Very important.
Is the evolution from Princess and the Frog to Tangled to this. Each kind of phase of their figuring out their identity as Disney princess movies. And this is the one that worked the most and is very important for a lot of people.
Is it important to you?
No.
No, it's not for me either.
It's like, I thought I liked it when it came out, but like, I don't know. It got annoying, just like, but also it's just like I didn't really care. I didn't care either way. The second one is more interesting to me.
Really?
Well, yeah, because I think it's just a disaster, and one of the more
in
interesting.
That way.
Yeah,
right.
One of the more interesting developments.
More interesting to you, derogatory.
Yeah, and I think it looks crazy. That movie looks crazy though.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember being annoyed by Frozen when it came out, and I still kind of am a little bit. I don't know.
It's not great.
Yeah.
Dean,
fine.
I mean, it's just smart to put Dean in his own your princess movie. That's just smart. You're gonna get good results from that.
It looks all right. Let me. I have a story though.
Mm-hmm.
My sister, who's couple years younger than me, likes this movie because, she's the right age for it.
Yeah.
And she wanted Frozen, the characters, like she wanted Frozen dolls for Christmas. Mm-hmm. So I bought some like princess dolls and I froze them.
Dude, yes, dude.
And I gave them to her, and she was too young to get the joke.
And so did she just like upset?
I don't know if she was upset. She just seemed confused. But I did get her real dolls. I'm not a total asshole, but I thought that would be funny.
That would be
little fifth grade brain of mine.
I think it was
like,
funny, dude.
Fucking put the dolls in water.
Yeah, I'll teach you to not be specific. You should say Frozen 2013 movie dolls, asshole.
Anna and Elsa.
Next up is Lego Movie.
The Lego Movie.
This is an argument for the best movie on the list. It's not, but it is up there.
It is
in the top 5.
Maybe in terms of animation, it is.
I think so too. It's a beautiful looking movie. It's a beautifully constructed movie. It's just a really good conceit, and they got the right guys for the job.
Back when I wasn't tired of Chris Pratt.
Yeah, and he's good in this movie.
He is. Yeah.
Everyone's good in this movie. I mean, the best one is Will Arnett and Liam Neeson, I would say, are the two best performances. Alison Brie doing some good work here too.
Yeah, Unikitty.
This movie just looks insane.
Kitty.
And also, this is one of the few movies. Like, there's a couple of movies on this list that transcend emotionally for kids. I'd say, like most of the Pixar movies, and then How to Train Your Dragon, and this, like those are the ones that are actually able to pierce through like kids' emotions. I think.
Yeah,
I think it's just the best you could possibly do based off of the subject matter. It's kind of hard not to. And then for the next 3 years, they made like 4 of them, and then juiced the brand out. And then now Universal bought it and doesn't know what the hell to do with it. Mm-hmm. There's gonna be a cringe comedy, a Lego cringe comedy, live action cringe comedy coming up soon.
Yeah,
interesting. And the last one.
All right, our last movie is Inside Out. We have a Pixar movie closing this out. One of, I don't know, not one I love, but
it was one that
was, a lot of people.
Like, I was very excited. I was in the movie sphere, getting anticipated for this movie. Like, I was more excited for this than I was like Star Wars the same year, just because of what Pixar meant to me. And I do think this is a good amount of sophistication. It has a little bit of like oversimplification and a little bit playing into Pixar's brand a little too heavily. That I think is fine here and is made obvious with this second one.
Yeah. But
I think it talks to kids in a way that is important to kids and is able to just emotionally devastate everyone above the age that it is showing. Mm-hmm. And some would say this is a deeply emotionally manipulative movie, and I think where the line is drawn for Pixar is interesting, because if you're going to draw the line, it's around here or it's around Toy Story 3, and what that means to you and what that means in general, or if that's a bad thing, is interesting to me.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like really interesting, like some great just scenes in this movie. I really love when she runs away. I think that's just amazing. It's got an amazing score, and is just another perfectly cast movie too.
I might be wrong, but this might be the only movie on this list with Kyle MacLachlan in it. So
then that's why we put it on here.
Did you know another reason that this is on this list is that Riley's dad is a certified DILF.
He's
amongst
really
the ladies that I talked to. Yeah,
of course. And there's those things like every podcast has the 3 guys, and what are the other guys? It's this guy and
you and me.
Yeah, you and me. Which one is the more Riley's dad coded one?
Oh,
I guess I had a beard more.
Yeah,
but there was a nasty little scrunch. I don't really get Riley's dad.
He doesn't have a beard. He has a mustache.
Oh, you're right. He has stubble and then a mustache, right? You're right. Which one are you, dude?
I was gonna ask which emotion do you think is
That's
leading?
What I asked you. That's so crazy.
Disgust.
You're disgust?
Yeah, no question about it for me. Disgust.
Yeah, I can see that. She's kind of pop punk code. I'm just gonna keep saying that. I guess I'm Joy by default because I'm not any of the other ones. All right.
That's our list. We had
and Amy Poehler. That's one of the great performances in an animated movie. I'd say. Mm-hmm. Maybe, I don't know.
All right. Well, that was 40 movies that we think defined the childhood of people our age. Yeah,
I think
exactly.
That was
number 20. Let me list off some movies that came out between 2016 and 2023 that might be important to younger people.
Do it.
Moana.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a list, so I'm just kind of remember.
Consider the Coconut.
Coco.
Nut.
Yeah. The Spider-Verse movies.
Mm-hmm.
A Minecraft movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little young.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Maybe. Incredibles 2. Mario.
Yeah.
Mario.
That's a little young too, but it's harder when it gets there. But
yeah. I don't really know.
'Cause that's like a really important amount of like a little
Soul. I love that one. That's them getting into a little art housey there. Sonic movies.
Warcraft.
Mitchell's and the Machine versus the Machines.
Maybe rocks.
Zack Snyder's Justice League. I bet you've never seen anything like that before. Space Jam.
Space Jam and Your Legacy.
Sucks. I'm just listing off kids movies, not even ones that are good.
Well, you don't get a lot of good kids movies.
Puss in Boots.
Last
Wish, the new one.
They're very rare when they treat kids like adults, and it's mostly the Spider-Verse styled movies.
Turning Red.
Sony's been kind of eating everyone else's lunch. Disney has some, like, Encanto is gonna last.
Oh yeah, that one, Encanto.
Yeah, Encanto's gonna last. Moana's gonna last. Zootopia maybe. Zootopia might. I don't know. It depends on how the second one is received. I think, because Zootopia feels so of its era. You know.
Yeah.
It feels so end of Obama and and beginning of Trump.
Yeah, that's another one that would be probably here. Yeah. So that is our list. We're gonna do one. We're gonna do one dedicated to modern classics. We might split that up. We might do one on 2000s, one on 2010s, and one on 2020s. Maybe movies that represent us as people.
Yeah.
Movies like Bodies.
Speed Racer. Wait. So you're saying like us as adults, people's
representation in film.
Representation. So I see. Because Bodies is made. I see what you're saying.
Yes, it is about people our age.
Yes, ship a baby, that kind of shit.
And then one on horror. So that is the plan right now, I think. But we'll probably move things around and all that.
Beautiful.
Stretch it out.
All right. This was a great experiment. I don't know. I love this episode.
Yeah. You know, I think a little bit more about these movies than I do.
Yeah, that's something that I realized is that I have a lot more juice for these movies than I'd like to. I think I would prefer if I had this juice for the real movies. But I think I've thought a lot about these movies.
Yeah.
And I think my
that's okay. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why these don't mean as much to me as they do most people.
I don't know. I think you were interested in other things as a kid than the popular media of the time. I viewed it as the thing, you know, and that's where a lot of my fan culture happened for my preteens and my and then now I'm at a point where I'm looking back at it and kind of analyzing it and seeing what this done to our generation and kids like that. And so I'm really interested in big budget movies and people that can sneak in shit in there, like really the substance through the studio system.
The substance.
And so the substance, when they can get Liza Sue into Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
All right, which movie of these would best have Liza Sue in it?
Well, I gotta do my mom movie of the week, which I forgot to do in our last episode.
Fuck you. I think the answer is Ma would be great in... No, Liza Sue would be great in Alvin and the Chipmunks. I think those are similar subject matters, and I think it would be great.
Yeah. I would put Ma.
Yeah, where's Ma going?
Ma.
Polar Express would be fire.
Here, I'll list off a few that I think Ma would be good in.
Uh-huh.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, she would be great. She's one of the teachers?
Maybe? Sure, yeah. Octavia Spencer is in Spider-Man.
Oh, you're right. But in Harry Potter, she's sneaking the kids' beers, going into their dorms.
So automatic Spider-Man, because Octavia Spencer is in that movie.
Yeah, Ma is in that movie. She's just like a New Yorker? Was she in that?
She is. So when Spider-Man goes to the wrestling match, she's at the desk and is like...
His husband make that.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I would put Ma in Enchanted. No, Ma would fit well in Hannah Montana because that's a
Ma should be the villain in Enchanted.
Yeah.
She would go hard.
And I think I would also put Ma in Dire Wimpy Kid.
She would actually fit the tone of Coraline.
She would. That was my first thought was Coraline. I forgot to say Coraline.
Yeah. Like, she's the other mother.
Do you think so Ma is in the real world, and do you think when Coraline goes into the fake world, do you think she's just the same?
She's the same. Yeah, because I think if we were going to adapt her into Coraline, you'd have her be regular, like, Hidden Figures Octavia Spencer upstairs. Mm-hmm. Well, she's too happy in the movie. She down, and then when she's down in she's full on Ma mode and giving her kids beer, and then you figure out that she has nefarious. That is just Ma. Mm-hmm. Holy fuck! Is that a goated double feature?
Ma and Coraline.
Ma and anything is a goated double feature, dude.
Yeah, maybe. I would just want to apologize to all of our listeners for the Alvin and the Chipmunk regards I made earlier.
Why? That was awesome.
It was uncalled for, but...
I only feel bad about the mean things I said about Theodore. I think I called him a fat fuck. I would like to take that back. I think what you said, what did you say? He's thickums?
Okay, yeah, and that's not... I didn't make that. When I would ask people in high school,
yeah,
they would say Theodore because he's a little thicky. And quote, some kid I met in high school. So.
I don't know. Nothing has made me wheeze like that in a bit, so I think you shouldn't be afraid. Alvin the Chipmunk's part of his legacy is the image of them getting head and...
Have you seen the Robot Chicken episode of Alvin the Chipmunks?
No, I haven't.
One of my favorite things ever. It's so
Fucking
gnarly.
Bro. We'll do that.
They get groupies.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Well, that'll be our interstitial between Speed Racer and Blowout.
Well, now that we're on YouTube, maybe we could do like a reaction video of Alvin and the Chipmunks Robot Chicken.
That would be a really great video. Yeah. Let's do it.
All right.
I think we're gonna expand our empire now.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna fly the castle somewhere else now. We'll see you all later. Thank you for listening to the only podcast on the internet about movies that's in a castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true, actually.
Yeah. We'll see you later.
All right, bye-bye.